What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at inform Langlet. We have had a new team of the week and the announcement of headliners coming on Friday, so quite an interesting one. We've got, I think, 5 or 6 informs to do. We've managed to get all the gameplay done, and now I'm doing a mass kind of commentary, all of that good stuff, so hopefully we'll get them out as soon as possible. We're trying to get them all out before rewards, so stay tuned for all of that. If you'd like to see anyone in particular, let me know down below on the informs. If you'd like to see anyone specific, I'm pretty sure I'm covering all bases of the players that are wanted as such. So let me know down below. Make sure you like and subscribe, and let's have a look at Lenglet. So Langlet he's not a bad player, to be honest. Him and Umtiti, who were relatively starter centre-backs. Normally they're pretty good. I know last year it was Langlet and Varane as 2 really big French centre-backs in La Liga, especially their gold versions. Umtiti was kind of floating around to some extent, nowhere near the same sort of level, but Langlet this year hasn't really hit the mark, and I don't know if it's the pace, if it's just the animations. In terms of his gold card, I've not really bothered with him. We've managed to get Varane straight away, and then obviously Gomez has come in. We've now got a couple of icon centre-backs, so really there's no real room for him. In terms of his card, looking straight off him, he's got the 4-star weak foot. Yes, 2-star skills, irrelevant for a centre-back in my opinion. He is 6'1", left-footed, so you can put him on the left side, which is always nice. You've obviously got the big boy French league, or French link in fact, and then the Barca link in terms of club. We have got a high attacking work rate with, higher defensive work rate I was going to say, and a medium attacking. So relatively good work rates. Didn't really see him out of position, which is always nice. Always there for the tackle. You do whack a shadow on him, he goes up to 86 pace, which I don't think you can complain about too much from a centre-back. That for me is what I'd personally be looking for in a centre-back. And he is, the minute, 140 on the Xbox, 150 on the PlayStation. Obviously that will drop through the weekend, just because if we have got headliners, means there's going to be lightning rounds. It means team of the week is going to be low. Plus we do have a team of the week SBC out as well, and if you do put the shadow, you do get 96 defending. So for me, 86 pace, 96 defending, 82 physical. Yes, passing and dribbling. His overall all-round game isn't amazing, but his defensive ability is always class. That is something that Langlet's always had, is high defensive stat, good pace, physicals above average in terms of a defender, and then realistically passing and dribbling's where it lets him down. 83 composure, not really complaining too much there, but we do have the 85 reactions, which is always nice, and 80 short pass. So I think for me, he's almost kind of like a B-Tech Varane. Varane's got the kind of all-round ability, whereas I think Langlet is lacking on them key fundamental stats, the passing, the dribbling to an extent. It's more comfortable on the ball. He does seem very, very blocky, very, very kind of static when it comes to dribbling, so you don't really want to be held with him too much on the ball. Whereas a Joe Gomez, a Virgil, a Varane, a Rio, they feel confident on the ball. Not saying that you're going to be dribbling past all 10 men, but you can at least think that you are safe if he does get the ball, and maybe you need to do a little turn, maybe you need to kind of get past someone to make sure to get that pass off. Someone's pressuring you too much, you need to be able to kind of get that ball away, and Langlet is a little bit funny with that one. But let's look at some gameplay, and I'll show you some of the tackles that he can do. So with Langlet, I found him as a very, very good tackler. In general, I feel like in the position that he is in, he's working well there. Like I say, it's just his it's the new centre-back style. I kind of bang on about it with all the centre-backs, and especially in real life, centre-backs are no longer just defenders. They are all-round personalities, and it's why Virgil is so good. He's good on the ball. They need to be able to pass. They need to be able to kind of dribble to some extent. They need to be able to run quick, defend, header, be the physical one. They need an all-round game. It's very much like a centre mid in centre back, and that is what I think Langlet is struggling with, and a lot of the centre backs struggle with it. You look at like a John Terry, great centre back. Passing wise was nice, dribbling on the ball, you didn't really see it too much. Defensively, arguably one of the best centre-backs we've seen so far. Obviously, there is so many. Vidic, Rio. Obviously, you've got Sol Campbell. We have a Maldini. The list is unreal, but iconic centre-backs. predominantly were defensive players. They were just big oofers. And now it's kind of like they need to be able to pass it out. They need to be able to do maybe a little step over and pass it out. And that's just what this game entirely kind of bases centre-backs round now, as well as having everything else. So if we do go into Langlet's overall review, as you can see, if I do put a shadow on him, which he already has, 86 pace, 96 defending, predominantly it's what everyone's going to put on him. If you go with the base, 76 pace, I think in this game, in this kind of part of the game, it's not enough. You need at least an 80, I'd say an 80 plus at the minimum, and then kind of nicely up to the top end is more 85 plus. We know what the defense is. It's Varane, it's a Gomez, Virgil, or someone like a Maldini, Rio, then Walker and Ferland Mendy as the defense. That predominantly is everybody's defense, bar from if you go for a Bundesliga team, you have got an Alaba there, you've got, there is another one who's escaping me, but another Bundesliga centre-back who's quality. You've obviously got Alphonso Davies, and then someone like, who was it? It was Mukiele. He's a great right back. So there is some other options. Langlet, I don't see him making people's teams. If I got him in red, I wouldn't be totally disappointed. I think there is better players this week that I'd want. Maybe a cheeky red Rashford would be absolutely outstanding. He will be coming in review, by the way. But for me, I think he's kind of like that average in form. I feel like you have the low tier, you have the kind of, they're all right. They're maybe an 82, 83. You have the good tier, which I think Langlet does fit himself in. And then you have the top tier that everybody wants. I just don't see him fitting in there just yet. But he has got some nice links. If you wanted to make a Barca team, a French team, there is plenty of players to link him with. Ferland Mendy, Varane, ter Stegen as a couple of the links. Inform Walker, Gold Varane as some of the similar players, and kind of looking at his generations, we've got, that's quite small on the screen, we've obviously got him as a bronze, silver, then managed to get to gold, manages to go to Barca in FIFA 18, a team of the season moment in FIFA 19, he managed to get a summer heat in FIFA 20, and hopefully we do see more from him, because realistically, this is his first in form for 2 years. FIFA 19, he managed to get an 80, what was that, an 84. Now he's got an 86. We need to see that momentum keep going for him. Plenty of specials will make this card more and more usable. Hopefully, if we do see maybe like an 88 plus, I feel like Langlet then becomes more of an option. But I think what you'll find is as he goes up, everybody else will definitely go up as well. We'll see a Varane road to the final go up. We'll see other icons coming in and being more available, and he will just get left to the side again. But hopefully you did enjoy this video. We are going to try and blast through these, like I said, as quick as possible. We have got Langlet coming, Carrasco, Casemiro, Rashford, Lautaro, Ben Arthur, who I have finished now, and I think that's all the informs that I've got prepared. So let me know down below who you'd like to see next. I will keep going through them, and if there is kind of a comment before I've uploaded, I will try and get that one out beforehand. But hopefully enjoy this video, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you for the next one. Peace.